Hello everyone, Andy here. The markets went through some very interesting week. The last GDP reading on Thursday, which was 1.3%, it was below the expectations. So what is going to happen here now is Federal Reserve cannot and will not decrease the interest rates, so they have to keep the interest rates due to the inflation being a little bit sticky. So what that translates into the market is that with high interest rates in the market, you're going to see the economy getting weaker and weaker. Obviously, the Federal Reserve is between a rock and a hard place, and they cannot do anything better than that. I think they're making the best decisions, but that's just my opinion. Now, as anticipated by many economists, the U.S. economy is going to fall into recession in the middle of 2024 or towards the end of it. I do agree with that. I think we are going to have a recession. Is that going to be a major, crazy recession where we're going to have prices shooting down and a big crash happening? No. But will we have a big correction from the highest highs that we've been making every week, one after another? Of course, definitely. Fasten your seatbelt. We're gonna go there. Now, with that in mind, let's go and take a look at the Dow Jones, guys. Dow Jones, one of my favorites. They actually made a very interesting movement. So as you can see here, the yellow line is the average movement of Dow Jones. We had quite a sell-off. If you remember, if you've been following this channel and you remember, I told you basically that we have to fill up this gap, which we did. The second gap was also filled up right there, and now we're making a reversal. Now the question is how far the reversal can go. The fact of the story is that we're going to have a very strong resistance line along the lines of 39,104. That's the first resistance line. And then the second line on the top of this channel right here, that will be your second resistance line. So from now on, the market traders are going to trade the charts basically within this range right there and the second range. That's quite an easy chart for Dow Jones. You can basically trade your way. If you have hedgings, you can very easily hedge your way up towards all the way up to 39,853. In which case, I think would be too optimistic to go back to the all-time high. I expect the market to have the downtrend channel basically continuing with some bullish springs and jumps every now and then. But generally, I'm not expecting the market to go so much higher and over the 40,000 limit that we already had. With that in mind, let's go to Nasdaq. Nasdaq's chart is one of my favorites, guys, because it's just an easy trade. I told you before, if you just go back and watch a couple of previous videos, the blue line right here, I told you this is just air, ignore it, and same thing happened. We had a big sell-off. We pulled back, not enough to break over this red line that I have indicated here. Basically the sell-off was bought back, and now we are testing this red line right there. If we can pass through it, which, to be honest with you, I highly doubt it. If we can pass through that, then you can make a very good bullish case for the Nasdaq to go way over the limits and to continue basically this trend line all the way up again, which I do not see that coming, and I don't think the bulls this time and the economy this time is really prepared to follow that path. So for now, if you're a trader of Nasdaq, you can happily go anywhere within the chart along the lines of 18,950. Let's just say, almost 19,000. I don't think that line is going to be broken anytime soon. And every time you see that blue line just take your profit, or the green line potentially. Take your profit and just wait for the market to hike up again. And we're going to see a lot of choppiness here for a while. We're not going to see a big jump towards 19,000 and over, and we're not going to see a big crash coming up soon. For now, there's going to be a lot of choppiness between, and then eventually create a channel to trend downward. So your path is going to be on the way down. With that in mind, it's pretty much the same story with DAX, the German DAX. You can basically see the same trend. Again, German DAX way over the line. There is a lot of air. Honestly, I see the first stop. Again, I see a big air bubble right there. I still see a big air bubble even here. So I'm expecting the DAX at least, guys, to go down to the 18,000 level. So if you're trading DAX, you can easily get a profit of, go for a short for 495 points at this point of time. If you look at the stochastics, almost every indicator is showing you a downtrend, guys. Same story with Nasdaq. You see the stochastics totally going down, and the moving averages are all indicating that the market will very soon go for another sell-off. I hope that was helpful for you, and enjoy a beautiful